Magazines such as Charms, Plaque, and Marvel had all thoroughly established the Chinese predilection for mass poisonings by germ warfare, especially during the first decade of the 20th century. In probably every decade since its invention, the yellow panic has featured in Western consciousness, regardless of the reality of China's own political, social, or economic capacity to pose a threat. In 1898, as Matthew Shiel created Yan Hao, the Qing Empire was still reeling from a shocking defeat in Korea at the hands of its former cultural tributary, Japan. As Sax Rohmer began generating his Fu Manchu canon in the 1910s and 1920s, ethnic Chinese populations in London arguably possessed the hardest working and generally least threatening social and political profile of any non white British group. The 1932 movie of The Mask of Fu Manchu, in which the eponymous doctor screams for the destruction of the white race while trying to resurrect Jenkins Han by sacrificing a blonde white woman lashed to a stone altar, was filmed as China's military energies were fully absorbed either in civil war or in facing off the Japanese aggression that would culminate in the Second World War. In 1938, only months after many tens and quite possibly hundreds of thousands of Chinese civilians had been massacred by Japanese forces at Nanjing, Sax Rohmer was still suggesting the imminent rise of a Kubla Khan who, by force of personality, will weave together the million threads and from his loom produce a close knit China, spreading dread through its white neighbors. I love Fu Manchu novels, freely admitted a former US ambassador to China, Stapleton Roy. Nothing sends shivers up my spine like sinister Chinese men scheming to take over the world. But when you look at what's happening in China in terms of history and not fantasy fiction, you're forced to a very different conclusion.